Without a doubt, we are in probably the most challenging period in South Africa right now. Youth unemployment and the fact that the economy is not doing so well really puts a strain in the housing market. Hey, my name is Dijesh, and if you don't know, I've been in the property industry for over a decade, but transitioned and moved more into the marketing and tech space. I have qualifications in property. I'm a master principal practitioner, as well as sectional title certified, and I've been pretty much in every aspect of the real estate sector. And one of the most important things that I wanted to chat today and discuss was the actual issue of unemployment and how that actually relates to the property market. In the most simplest terms, it's pretty much, yep, you guessed it. It's pretty much showing us that with unemployment, we basically have fewer people that are able to purchase in the market, and that turn actually affects the property market today. And how does that work? Well, think of it this way. With this high unemployment rate that we have currently in South Africa, the fact remains is that the youth is unable to purchase property. And without the youth being able to purchase property, it leaves us with a very small percentage of individuals that are actually purchasing in the country. That would be individuals that have either made their money. You're looking at an age group around about your 35 and above. Time home buyers that are actually in better industries, that are employed, that are able to buy, which account for a very small number of individuals. Those that are buying their third, fourth property, or have sold, downsizing or upsizing on their property, really do have this dynamic of where the youth are unable to purchase and are forced to rent, and obviously older individuals are being able to purchase property. The fact that as you get older, you're a bit more cautious with your money, right? You don't know what the outcomes are going to be. You're a bit more conservative. You don't want to, spend recklessly. And that's where we have this problem in the market. And the problem means that we have very few property buyers now and a shit ton of agents, if I had to put it in that way. And the thing is, with these agents in the market, it's an influx, right? A lot of agents in the market saturate the industry. To put it into a better perspective, a lot of agents also do lack the knowledge that comes into the industry that allows you to be a good agent, focus on growing your business. Having knowledge makes you an extremely good agent. Having knowledge makes you stand out against your competitors. And the fact that the industry went from being very much an industry back in the day where it was just make a lot of money to this part where it's being sold as a get-rich-quick scheme, we haven't really formalized it to the point where it's more advice-orientated. It's just always been a selling-orientated industry. Very few agents are very, very good at that, right? Very few agents are good at explaining things, are good at being knowledgeable, and have built a business and reputation on that. But then this is the issue: an influx of agents that are just with that selling mindset, that don't have that advice-orientated mindset as well, come into the industry. You just try to sell. And what happens is that from an agent's perspective, you're not succeeding because you're trying to cater to an economy or a market where there isn't a high amount of buyers. Now, I'm not saying this is true in every sub-market in South Africa. Certain markets are booming and doing extremely well, and certain markets are not. And it also brings me to the fact that having an unemployment crisis in South Africa has also pushed a lot of youth to get into an industry like real estate. When I started off, it was one of those industries where not many youth individuals went into the space. I was probably one of the youngest at that time in the industry. But now it's becoming this thing where you're unable to secure a job and people shifting and moving into that real estate space. So that also contributes to the growing industry, which is good. It's good that it's growing. The problem is it's all about focusing on the money and not focusing on actually growing yourself, being knowledgeable, being skillful. Now, you can kind of see how it kind of works out, that unemployment does feed into the real estate industry, and the unemployment on the whole is its own separate issue, but the real estate sector is getting affected by this. And it just has a whole lot of, I would say, compounding effects that come onto it. Now, coming back to the unemployment crisis, obviously with youth unemployment being there, it also diminishes the spending or the purchasing power of individuals. So if you have, let's just say 10 grand a month, you're very limited as opposed to somebody that earns 50, 60,000. With that being said, we have to try and find solutions where unemployment obviously is going to decrease and allow individuals to be able to purchase in the market, because at the end of the day, South Africa is probably one of the most affordable markets. If you really look at it from a global perspective, Africa is definitely one of the most affordable markets. My name is Rajesh, and if you love this video, please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.